Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today we are going to be hunting a Seregios and a Brachydios. So first on our list is the Seregios. Let's go get something to eat. Okay, so Seregios is a very interesting monster. First of all, it's weak to thunder, so we brought our Verdant Rapier. Wait, Verdant Rapier? Yes. Let's take the long route. Seregios is the first monster ever in Monster Hunter to be able to inflict the bleed status effect. And what that does is, if you try to perform actions while you're bleeding, you will take more damage over time. There's only a handful of ways to get rid of it. One way is to just stop moving and crouch down in one place for a little while. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bleed debuff will go away and give you a regeneration boost buff. It's designed to help you get your health back. Another way is that you can eat a sushi fish, which in my opinion is the best way to get rid of it. Because sushi fish don't have the long animation that the other option has, which is a well-done steak. Well-done steak have a really long eating animation, but they will get rid of the effect. Has he been in 2? Like, seriously? He sure has. So Seregios have incredibly sharp scales that they can actually pop up from their body. His breakable parts are each wing individually, his head. You can cut his tail, and I think you can break his back. Oh, it's been a few days since I hunted. He can also launch his scales. So you'll know that you're taking bleeding damage, or you'll know that you'll be taking damage that can cause bleed if you see scratch marks appear whenever you get attacked. Oh, I forgot you can also break his legs. His roar is actually very interesting because it gives you more of an advantage than it gives him. If you break parts of his body that he uses to launch scales, they won't be able to launch scales anymore. So as you can see right now, he's enraged. He'll pop his scales out and bleed heavily. Missed me. Well, there goes the health horn that we were just about to get. Okay, so we're bleeding. I didn't really want to have to demonstrate this. So you'll take extra damage. You won't take much more damage for walking. You won't take damage for walking, but if I try to run, as you can see, I get hurt, and if I dodge, I'll also get hurt. So the idea here is I use the sushi fish, bam. Natural recovery has increased and I get some of my health back. So, sushi fish are a very wise thing to bring when hunting Seregios. Now, unfortunately, Seregios has several parts that you can only get if you break specific parts of his body, or at least you're very unlikely to get them if you do not break certain parts of his body. He also likes to move a lot. He's not so bad, though. So as you can see, he actually stays immobile from his roar longer than we do. Scimitar, you might... Oh no, sorry, not Scimitar. Hermitar, you might not want to be here. Oh, sweet, we knocked him out of the air. Oh, that's why we're not bouncing. I kept hearing us make bouncing side effects, but we aren't physically bouncing, and that's because the armor that I'm currently wearing is Glavenus armor, and it gives us Mind's Eye, as well as a skill called Grinder. What Grinder does is it gives you a small damage boost from sharpening your weapon temporarily. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you get stuck with his scales, they explode and will almost always cause bleed. But the fancy thing about it is if you have Adept style active, you can actually insta-evade the exploding scales. It's weird. Also, didn't paintball the monster, because I'm a genius. So there I demonstrated that you can just crouch down in one spot to get rid of the bleeding effect. Please tell me he went this way. Nope, I'll be right back. Yep, found him. Good, we interrupted him. He didn't like that very much. I believe Grinder gives you a damage boost for sharpening, but I think it also makes it so that... I might be mixing up armor skills here, but I think it makes it so that you don't lose sharpness for while the sharpness icon is glowing this light. Gotcha. Goes his head. It is very hard to get full breaks on Seregios. I think we just broke one of his wings. Ow. Yeah, that wing is broken. This one right here. Oh, don't tell me you're already tired. So this is what using a monster's elemental weakness is really good for, is elemental weaknesses often deal a lot more damage than a weapon with just really high raw. And Sword and Shields especially excel because they typically have medium levels of elemental, but a really high hit rate. So, which is why I'd try to make an elemental weapon for every type that I use, but especially sword and shield. Nice health one. Ow. Good news is I don't need the cooling effect anymore, period, but I also don't need it here. So this is what Grinder does. It makes our sharpness gauge white. And according to the description, it increases the damage of your weapon. But I think it also... There's an armor skill in World that I think what it does is if you sharpen, it prevents your weapon from losing sharpness for a period of time. And I think I'm mixing it up with that one. Skills that make your weapon extremely sharp upon using a whetstone. And then our other one is fencing, which gives us mind's eye. I don't know what blind eye would do. Does it make it to where all of your attacks bounce? That sounds like it would really suck. Is there even an armor that gives that? Armors in Monster Hunter often give positive effects. But often and whenever you get into the higher in G rank, they'll have negative effects as well. Anyway, I'll be back with the next monster. Okay, we're back. We're here for a Brachydios. I'll explain more about them whenever we get into the scrap. But I have a message for the developers. Capcom. You did a great job of making it so that there's a notification when you don't have any hunter arts equipped. However, you did it upon trying to accept a quest. I would have liked it better if you did it upon leaving your house or leaving the box. One of the two. Considering the box is the only place, the box in your house or the prep area is the only place where you can equip or de-equip hunter arts. So it would make sense to do it there. But anyway, that's my rant done. So this is a Brachydios. It has, its saliva is explosive. It comes out as less slime-like substance. And if exposed to air and if it's not attached to Brachydios' body, it becomes unstable and prone to exploding. Ow. So we've got Blast Blight now. Now there's two ways to get rid of Blast Blight. You can either roll 3 times to get rid of it, or you can use a deodorant. If you are hunting with other people, a deodorant will hit everyone close by. So Brachydios has I know he's got 4 breakable parts. I don't know whether or not his back is breakable. I think it is. His head is breakable, his forearms are breakable individually, and his tail can be cut. I know I'm not the best source of information for this, but I hope at least it's entertaining to watch. If you attack his forearms with water weapons, it strips away the slime on them faster, and if he tries to punch the ground with an arm that has no slime on it, he won't leave any slime. Now, the slime puddles do an AoE of damage. You need to be very careful around them. And he actually behaves differently whenever he's enraged. So right now, there's no slime on his forearms, so he can't slime. His head can always release slime. Breaking his forearms also makes it, makes them lose their slime faster. Obviously, being in front of him is pretty dangerous. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I landed that. Now that was impressive. Oh sweet, we hit him when he enraged, so he couldn't roar. So now that he's enraged, he won't produce slime. He'll just produce explosions. Oh god. This is the starburst. Another way to prevent Blast Blight is to bring the armor skill Biology. It will completely protect you from collecting Blast Blight. Another thing that Blast Blight does is if the monster hits you while you have Blast Blight, you will instantly explode. Oh, I probably should have mentioned that's what Blast Blight does. It causes you to explode. Ow. Also, occasionally when the slime explodes, it will drop a shiny. Okay, so now his forearms don't have any slime on them, so they don't cause explosions when he punches. Ow. That was my face. Ow, that's so you see how much damage we just took? That's because we took a hit while we had Blast Blight. That's why Biology is especially useful. Because it just protects you completely from the attacks. So, I don't remember if I finished this thought or not. The Brachydios is the first monster ever introduced to have Blast Blight. He debuted in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where he was a flagship monster. Also, he can do the bomb line. Whenever he if he doesn't slam his head down at a certain angle, he won't produce a slime puddle. Instead, he'll produce a line of explosions, which can be very difficult to avoid. Like other brute wyverns, attacking his rear legs will not knock him over. They're really annoying like that. So he's exhausted. If I were using my sword and shield, I could pop a deodorant at any point by blocking, and I would totally do that, but I don't have it, obviously. So obviously, if you want to have an advantage over the Brachydios, breaking his front arms is the best course of action. So there's one down. Blast Blight is an exceptionally dangerous debuff to keep. So, if you get inflicted with it, you don't want to get it inflicted with it. Ever. You can avoid it. you see, I was hoping that we would avoid that. Ow. Get rid of it. Especially biology and deodorants are useful because rolling 3 times costs a lot of stamina. Knockout. There it goes. Oh no. Whew. Yeah, that one hurts if you get hit by it. Like a whole bunch. Last line. He's pretty predictable. I'm also real used to hunting him because I've hunted him for 3 generations. Buzzes my face. Time to get out. Polo just got annihilated. You have a very short window to do things after he does that Superman! Boop. Venture to say he's slightly more dangerous when he's not enraged than when he is. Just personally. Oh, come on. Also, he behaves much like a boxer does. So he like sidesteps, he does hooks, he does jabs. It's a really cool concept. I like him a lot. His roar has no advantage to him or yourself. You will both stay stunned or inactive for the same duration. Get out. Also, standing in the slime, along with the slime exploding if you walk into it, you will get blast blight. Oh, can we not do this? I gotta sharpen. So this is how deodorant works. It creates a short cloud. Anyone who walks into that cloud will be freed of stink or blast blight. Wow, he managed to get to sleep. That's pretty impressive. Wakey, wakey. I just cannot reach his head. I'm having some serious difficulties. I'm really excited because they put Brachydios' variant in this game. It wasn't in original generations. So, his variant is called Raging Brachydios. But, his fan nickname is Nuclear Brachydios. He is just insane with explosions. I've actually never hunted him before. But I am excited to do so. Got him. I felt like he was close to dying. This is a bit of a shorter episode. I'll be right back. Okay. We'll have a little bit of a shorter episode. So with that said, I will see you in the next episode. Thanks everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like to let me know and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.